Wonderful. Okay, well then, clap for the translators and welcome to the follow-up call, Investing in the Stock Market. If you haven't joined our Telegram group yet, I would highly recommend to do so. I actually love how it all, is feeding into each other. I love researching all these new shares and penny stocks and all these ways to open up trading accounts. I actually got exactly what I wanted to get out of this call. I opened like 7 trading accounts, bought a whole bunch of penny stocks, forgot the logins, and then probably in 3 years, when I, by coincidence, fall over them, I might be rich. That's what I did. I got so excited. Oh my God. And then there's this, and I have a Saxo Bank account, an IG trading account. And then I found Hello Bank. And of course, I contacted my other bank. Oh, well, that's just me. So how are you guys doing with all of this? Yes, we have a first question. Teresa, hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Okay, couple things. So when I go on your list of, the most active ones, it doesn't even show your favorite one, your Hannah's. But if you search for that, then it does. So is that normal?
Well, that's something I want to talk about today. First of all, opening the account, what do you do with these lists? Most active doesn't mean anything. Most active means this day they had the most change, okay, the most move. People were buying it, and this list changes every day. Okay, so when a penny stock comes on that list, it just means that someone just bought a lot of these stocks. But please be aware, a lot of people manipulate the market like that. I was actually going through a lot of them, and I was reading through the comments. So if you read through the comments, all these people who want to push the share price up, they have like 15 different accounts, with fake email addresses, and then they have the conversation with themselves. Oh, this is the best stock. Oh, it will go up. Just be aware of that, okay? This is trading with the stock market. You will see everything. In Access, we say all of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. On Yahoo Finance, on the stock market, oh dear, oh Lord, you will meet everyone. Con artists, people who try to steal money from you, who manipulate the market, and people who just give away the greatest information for free because they're just kind, okay? So it goes in all directions. This is why it is such a beautiful place to practice everything you learn in Access classes, awareness, what is light, what is heavy. And also, I don't sit in front of these lists and go right, wrong, light, heavy, what? No, $15, 10,000 shares of a penny stock. This is how I find out, because I just don't care. I'm too impatient to do too much research. It's kind of learning by doing. And if you lose these $15, oh, who cares? Okay. So that's how I play with it. And yeah, it's just an active stock. Okay. A stock that's really active, which means it went up really high, or sometimes it went really down as well. But sometimes people really buy and then they sell. So it doesn't mean that they are the best stocks. They're just the most active ones. And okay. Yeah. Do you have another question?
I do. And then, so your Hannah's, the code, the symbol, I opened a couple different trading accounts, and when I search for that, it's not there. Does that just mean that I need to call them and add it? Okay.
That's what I did with my office manager today, Ursula. Those of you who are Eloga investors know her. She's the one chasing your passport copies. She was listening to me and was like, what is this? What is this? I said, well, do you have a trading account? No, it's so complicated. And I said, you get over that. Go and open it. So online, it didn't work. Then she had to go to their office. It's Hello Bank. And then she had to go there, do everything manually. And today, this morning, finally, the account was open. And Hanans, they didn't have the Hanans on the Sydney Stock Exchange. They only had it at the NASDAQ in the US. And she said, oh my God, all this hard work, and now I can't buy it. And I said, would you stop that? Don't give up. pick up the phone and call them. So she did and said, I want to buy this share and I need to buy it in Sydney. And he was like, okay, well, what's the ISIN number? And then he said, okay, sure, give me a few hours, and tomorrow when you log in, it will be there. It's as easy as that. Okay, you have to learn to be demanding. Okay, if you want something, go for it. And it doesn't cost you anything to pick up the phone and call them. Okay, and don't be embarrassed. Okay, she was like, I don't know what to say. Can you do it? And I said, no, you do it. Don't be embarrassed when you talk to a stockbroker. Okay, if you tend to be embarrassed, okay, you start the phone call. Oh my God, you're picking up the phone. I'm so happy. This is all so new to me. Can you help me? Just pretend to be an idiot and they will gladly help you. Okay, but don't give up because you are embarrassed that you don't know everything yet. Okay, promise me that. Okay, that's gold. I want you all to be rich. So grab the phone and just be willing to embarrass yourself. I mean, it's on the phone. You can always hang up and call again and then you get a new operator. I think there are easy ways out. We have another question, Dimitri.
Yes, hi.
Sorry, it's Dimitris, right?
Yes.
With an S, okay. What's your question?
Yeah, but when you address me, you can also say Dimitri. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not wrong. Yeah.
Good.
Okay, so I read an article which was shared in the Telegram
yes.
post, and then the guy said that Investor Place does not public commentary about companies that have a market capital of less than $100 million, US dollars,
yes,
or trade less than 100,000 shares each day. That's because these penny stocks are frequently the playground for scam artists and
yes,
market manipulators.
yes.
So probably these are, let's say, the minimum criteria that we should be looking for in order to know that it's a serious company. Let's say the 100 million capital. And
well, the 100 million is the market cap. Okay, what is a market cap? You know, when you buy a share for 2 cents, you can always find out how many shares did the company issue. And the market cap is the shares that the company has times the market value. So if you divide a cake by 6, and each share is 1,000, market cap would be 6,000. Okay, amount of shares times the market value. Okay, so the market cap kind of gives you an idea of what's it's a virtual number, and this 100,000, I know this, yeah, and that's one point of view. I wouldn't take it granted, okay, because the penny stocks always start with less than a market cap of 100 million. So I would use your awareness and the questions. The real big money is in those startup companies who are not a scam and who make it on a stock market and then develop a product that goes viral. And they will always start with a market cap below 100,000. And I can tell you give you another information. Big investors wouldn't look at companies with a market cap under 100 million or whatever you said. But once a big investor comes in, okay, like Wells Fargo, this huge investment companies, or banks, JP Morgan, they only go in if it's really big already. And this is the target of every penny stock, to get the attention of one of the big ones, because they then buy shares for 100 million, 50 million. Okay, they can't buy anything less than. They have so much money. I, with my tiny little $50,000 portfolio, I'm just nothing compared to them. Okay, the idea would be, can we find the legitimate penny stock and step in before the big fish start to eat them? Because this is when this stock goes from, I don't know, 1 cent to $3. Okay, So keep it in mind, be aware of it, but do not turn it into a formula, because you would cut out all these humanoid startup companies that just get started. Okay, and fraud is everywhere. I mean, look at Lehman Brothers. He went bankrupt. Okay, never ever give up your knowing, being in question, and your awareness. Okay, that's the incredible advantage we have. If anyone read that book that I suggested, or any other book, there are these no-goes. Don't look at penny stocks, they are dangerous. Oh yeah, this is where I have most fun with. So all of this is information and should never replace your own awareness and you being in question and following the light and having.
Thank you.
Okay. And thank you for the article, because I got really interested in that company and I found out why the share price dropped. And of course, I bought some shares just for the fun of it. Let's see where that goes.
Yeah.
Good. Yelena, you're next.
Hi, thank
Hello.
you. So just wanted to ask you, like, when you buy the penny stocks, do you also pay for some provision? Like,
Oh, yes.
because you do, yeah?
This is another topic I wanted to talk to you, the commissions you pay, okay?
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't know that there will be such high commissions, and I told you when I made a lot of money from the Hanans. I bought in for $50,000, and then when a few months later, I ended up with 430,000. Okay, so that's incredible. And then because of the conversation in the thread, I was looking at how much did I pay in commission? It was $3,400. And then I researched, and my broker account where I bought the shares through, it's from my private banking. It's an Austrian bank. It was the super easiest for me. And then I found out they are criticized for having such high fees. But if it hadn't been that easy, I wouldn't have turned 50,000 into 430,000. And if you look at that amount of money I made, the fees I paid is just close to nothing. Okay.
Yeah.
My general point of view is you can't save yourself bigger. Okay. If you cut cost, you can only shrink yourself down, and you have to be aware of cost. I just don't care. It has to be easy. I get this hit no matter where I am in the world. And this app even needs to work on the plane Wi-Fi. This is one reason why I'm using this app. Skype doesn't even work on a plane. WhatsApp does. So I'm still on WhatsApp. This is just when I get this whisper, I need to do it now because I forget and then I'm too busy and I missed so many opportunities. I'm over it, allowing commissions or fees to actually rule my life. Okay. That's how I see it. And I would go for what's easy, what's light. And if it's heavy for you to pay the fees, well, then don't pay them. Okay. Throwing out money does never create. Okay. If you go, I want some platform with, I don't know, small fees, use questions to find it because it's out there.
Yeah, I mean, I was also like totally obsessive, and then for Serbia, many of them are not working, and I installed like I think 15, and that was so fucked up because I was like, oh my God, it's like so many stuff that I can do with this. But generally, some of them become like a little bit too complicated, or some of them charging too. So I'm really asking you questions to have ease with this.
Well, you can also, the question you ask is, will this work? Okay, be pragmatic.
Yeah.
Don't make it about the money. Will it work? Will it work? Great question. Will it work? Be willing to pay, but also don't think that it will be better because you pay. Okay, there's a lot of, there's always, you know, the exact opposite. It's like a coin, it has two sides. My idea is to always be on the edge of the coin, so I'm aware of both sides. Well, then I can't miss anything. But that's
Yeah.
just my point of view.
Yeah, thank you. And I also wanted to share, I found some application, it's called Penny Stocks something, I can share in the group, and it has a lot of info, and then it's very intuitive because something catches your eye, and then when you check, you can see, is this something that interests me or not? So yeah, maybe this can also work for somebody.
Thank you for that, for the reminder. That's how I look at it. I don't check everything out. I just scroll through, and sometimes I just close it again because nothing pops. And then there is this boof. It literally jumps into my head. It doesn't mean buy it. It just means there is something. Sometimes this just gives you another piece of information that you need to move on. Okay, so please, no conclusion. This is incredible to practice following your knowing, light, heavy, yes, no, will it make me money, whatever. Just if you keep it simple and always invest an amount that you wouldn't even notice if you lost it, you can only grow. And maybe you're not growing your portfolio, you grow your awareness. And practice light habit, which is an incredible benefit for the rest of your life and living and business. It's not linear, not even the stock market, okay?
Yeah, thank you so much for that. I found there this Davev that it was below zero, and I think it was working very bad, and now it's above $1. I'm not saying that it's like gonna work out, but it was interesting to see how it went really from down. Up. And so it's yeah, thank you for opening this for us. It's amazing.
You're very welcome. Thank you. Michelle, you're next.
Hello. So let's see. So I downloaded an app called Robinhood. And
you're in the US, right?
Yes, I'm in the US.
You can have it. We Europeans, we can't.
Well, but what I found out was that when I was having trouble finding the things that were listed on the Yahoo penny stocks, that things that are called over-the-counter stocks, they don't trade in. It has to be something that's listed on the NASDAQ or the New York Stock Exchange. So I'm like, well, so I'm still having some fun with it because it's super easy. Like you said, that easy is super fun. But I'm just wondering, and maybe there's already stuff in the Telegram chat of another thing that would have that ease and that.
So when have you decided that only the penny stock we chat about in our thread is the one that will be fun for you? Maybe you just found your own way.
Do you
like the penny stocks? I found Robinhood now. Well, how about that?
So are penny stocks on the NASDAQ and the New York
why don't you find out and let us know?
Okay, I can do that. I can see if I can do that.
Okay, this call is an inspiration to find your way. Okay, so whatever that is, if you don't find penny stock, and if you cannot buy the Hanans, why would that be? Just because it's fun for me.
Right.
Trust your own awareness, trust your own knowing. And you just said it. It's so much fun. I can't get what you told us, but it's still fun. Ta-da! You're doing it your way.
Yeah, cool. I love that, and I will. I'll look at more. It wasn't just the Hanans, because it was actually like everything that was, a lot of what was listed on that Yahoo list wasn't. And then I was like, why is nothing there? And then I started researching Robinhood, and that's when I found out it's like, oh, we don't do over-the-counter stocks. And so anyway, it's
what else is possible there?
What else is possible?
Yeah, and if it's fun for you, keep going. Okay.
Cool.
This is probably called did it meet your expectations? No. Well, and don't have expectations, and you still have the fun.
Yeah, well, that's true. As soon as I found that out, my first reaction was kind of this like, wah, wah. Oh, this is now it's not working. What a disappointment.
And thank you for sharing. This is exactly what I wanted to create with this. Just, it can't be wrong if you have fun, okay?
Thank you. So that brings me to the second part of my question. And I know you're probably just going to remind me I'm being a dumbass, but I go into this this tunnel sometimes of like, oh my God, what if like lithium mining is raping the planet? Or what if this pharmaceutical company is evil? And then I go into this rabbit hole of like wanting to invest in things that will create.
You just want to buy the good stocks.
Yeah, the nice
Of
hippie
course.
stocks that are
Yes,
very
the nice
like,
ones.
yeah.
Yeah, and you probably should join Greenpeace and demonstrate against lithium mining. That really helps. You know, my point of view is if everyone on this call, 67 people, had $10 million in their stock portfolio, we could just buy all the shares of these abusive companies, exchange the management, and then put a humanoid kind one in place and just change the way they do their business. Have you ever thought about that?
I actually love that. It totally matches. One of my asks has been to someday be able to buy a senator. And so it's that same energy. So thank you.
Well, let's buy the shares and then turn them down.
Cool. Thank you, David. I really appreciate that.
You're welcome. And now we have Ria. Hello.
Ow. Hi. Okay, so I've got a bunch of questions and super exciting call. So one is when you invest, when you open the trading accounts in different countries, do you have to pay taxes, or there's some taxation implication with the profits you make, like the capital gains that you make over there?
Of course, yes, you always pay taxes on the profit.
So even if the stock goes up but you don't encash it, then
No, you okay. When a stock goes up, you didn't make the money yet. Please get this.
Okay.
Watching your stock portfolio going up it's nice to watch, but you may make the money when you sell it, and then you need to transfer the money to your personal bank account. Okay, and then you have it. Remember Lehman Brothers? They all had it in their papers, in their accounts, and it was poof, gone.
Right.
And it has the best credentials. It was rated AAA and really good. It shouldn't have happened. And then it happened anyway. So you pay taxes only when you sell it. When you cash in, you pay taxes, and you only pay a percentage of the profit. You can never pay more in taxes than you invested, because the tax is a percentage of the profit.
So how do you know how much tax is going to be applied if you, like right now I have a Canadian trading, I'm on a Canadian trading platform because I'm based in Canada, but I'm just looking at something else because this one again doesn't have a few stocks listed.
But basically you have to report the profit you make from share trading to your income tax statement. So you need to report it. And I don't know if your government has access to your, I don't know, secret investment account that you have overseas, and then where you send all your money to the Swiss bank account, where you then travel and pick it up in cash and go shopping and buy some diamonds. I don't know how you organize your life. And I'm not giving you instructions how to deal with this kind of stuff. I'm just, thinking loud here.
So that's one. The other question was, so I just noticed that, so Hanans is not listed on the platform, but there were many different Hanans. Like there was one from Sydney Exchange. So how do you, like, can we have like those counterfeit sort of companies, or like why would there be so many of those then?
Because a company, listen, a trading market, okay, Starbucks, do they have more places where you can buy coffee? Or do they have just one place?
No, like globally, there are many entities.
Exactly. It's the same with the stock markets. A company chooses, the more stock exchange markets they are listed, the higher the possibility that the big one catches them. So if they are listed on the Nasdaq, on the Frankfurt stock market, on the London Stock Exchange, on the Sydney Stock Exchange, it's just a choice of the company. Okay, it's like opening new branches.
So then when we buy stocks for a company, when we're doing our research, do we look at which geography they are in also, or like? My
personal preference is I buy the stock at the stock exchange where the business is placed, because this is the most trading, okay? Because when you buy and sell shares, someone always needs to buy shares so you can sell it, okay? And for example, lithium mining is really big in Australia. It's kind of, I don't know, have you all signed up for the Hot Copper newsletter? There's everything is about mining. Australia is just mining, coal mining, lithium mining, gold mining, everything's mining. It's big, okay? So especially with these Australian companies doing mining in Australia, I have a preference of doing it on the Sydney Stock Exchange. because I think that the amount of people who trade and are interested in that is just bigger there, which is an interesting point of view. You follow your own knowing, but you will see that the value of the shares is slightly different. Sometimes it depends on the stock exchange, on the currency exchange. You know, for example, there's another lithium mining share. It's called Neo Metals. You can buy them in Sydney. You can buy them in Frankfurt. I just bought them in Frankfurt to find out what the difference is. So I'm looking at my, I'm just watching them. I'm curious. Okay, it's not a big amount. It's in euro rather than Australian dollars. It trades at the same business hours I am in. What I noticed, there's less trading going on in Frankfurt with Neo Metals than in Sydney. But I don't know, I can tell you in 6 months what I got out of it. I just started playing with it. I would always ask the question, okay, where will it go up? Where is it light? Okay, you cannot replace any of that with thinking or analyzing. Follow your knowing, practice that.
That's a rabbit hole. That's a big one, isn't it? Going into my rabbit hole. And you can see that.
I know, but it's, you know, aren't we all cute how we analyze and read? And it's okay. It's great. It's okay. Sorry, I got a call here and don't know how to stop it. Good. So just don't make yourself wrong for it. Just remind yourself, oh, I'm analyzing again. Let's go back to question and see how that works.
Yeah, because I was wondering if buying a stock in the Sydney exchange and then tomorrow when you have gains on that, will the tax implication, then would it really be a benefit?
No, well, that where you have the stock, it doesn't matter. Where you pay your tax, okay? You, no matter where you, if you have an income, you have to report it. And if the Canadian tax authorities find out that you have a trading account in Sydney or buy the stocks in Sydney, they will find out anyway, because once you sell it, the profit comes into your bank account and they will need to know where is this money from. So where you buy the stocks is irrelevant.
Okay.
You pay tax where you live and where you have your tax number.
Okay.
It doesn't matter where you buy the stocks. That's completely irrelevant.
There's 1 minute. Somebody might have a question, so thanks.
Well, I think that was pretty informative. I actually really love the Telegram group. Please keep posting. What I want to suggest, okay, since we all are now finding our own little, oh, I like this company. How about for those, you know, who really find a company where they want to have conversations about, everyone in that chat is very welcome to open a new thread and say, hey, I want to discuss this share deeper. Please join the special thread, and then name it as the company is named, okay? So I will start the Hanan's thread now, and whoever is interested in that share, we will discuss this matter there. And if you find a stock that you're really interested in, do the same, okay? Open the Telegram chat, put it in our thread. Everyone who is interested in having deeper conversations about that share is welcome to join, okay? And the general stuff like, I can't do this, we keep it in our main thread, okay? I think it's funny what it brings up when, oh, it's so complicated, I can't. Let's deal with that in the main chat and do the deep dive in separate threads, okay? And then let's keep going. And yeah, I had people asking me for another update advanced call. There will be an advanced, okay? But let's practice a little bit more, okay? And then let's see when the time is right, when I get the whisper, I'll let you all know. And then we have another advanced investment in the stock market call. Well, thank you, everyone. Trendsetters are getting, oh, leave me alone. I need to go. And I hope to see at least half of you at the end the fight call, which will be brilliant as well. If you haven't signed up, you have 30 minutes. Get to work. See you then. See you there. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, David.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you very much.